Today we are in Mississippi thrifting at this Goodwill. And here we have the hard goods. So far I have found three things. Some Miss Me jeans, a little crocheted sweater for myself, and this Chaps Ralph Lauren size large butter yellow sweater. I do find that these Goodwills that are in the plazas usually don't have as much. And here we are thrifting again at the Pineville, Louisiana Goodwill. So I'll do a little bit of filming inside and show you what I find or don't find. And here we are inside, a good view of it, really cool. Well, here again in Alexandria, Louisiana, and I only found a few things, definitely not the best Goodwill. You definitely have to style base, I guess, here. Monroe and Maine, it's kind of like I will do a haul on this stuff when I get back home, but I basically had to just style, thrift style based, and I only have found a few things. So, oh well, at least I checked. Here we go. All right, so today we're heading into the DeRidder, Louisiana Goodwill, and we will have to see what we find here. This is the third Goodwill that I visited since we've been out of town. So let's check it out.
Absolutely.
And here we go. A little bit smaller than what I'm used to, but it's very packed, so maybe not. So let's look at same prices as back home in North Carolina. Very nice. Things are a little bit more expensive, so they are definitely priced separately. So it's $5.99 up here. This is a perfect example of something that I would have been buying to flip, but not for $34.99. If it was real leather, I'd probably get it for myself because I really like this Chico's extra large pleather jacket bomber, but I wouldn't spend actually $34.99 even for myself, so it's going back. But I just wanted to give you an example of something that I would have bought if it was coat or jacket prices back home, which it would have been $9.99. All right, not too much to document here. The music's pretty loud, so I don't want to get copyrighted. But yeah, it's kind of a bust. I really didn't find actually anything. There's a few things I would have bought if the prices were good, but the prices are not good. So that is it for today. Thanks for watching. Today we are actually going to be visiting the Chattanooga Goodwill. It is in a plaza, and usually these ones in a plaza are not as good as the standalones, but we shall see. This is it, Chattanooga Goodwill. Here are the pictures. All right, I just left the Chattanooga Goodwill in Tennessee. I only actually found two clothing items. One pair of Max Mara Weekender 100% suede pants. They were plus size 14. They were, I think, $8. I spent $17 total. And then also an American Eagle pair of baggy wide leg jeans and 2 cups. That was it. I actually spent $17.70. And that was it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. All right, so today we are in Bearden, Tennessee, south of Knoxville, Tennessee, looking at their Goodwill. So we'll see what they have inside. And here we are, up the coats. They're all separately marked, $6.99 to $9.99, $8.99, and here is the shoe wall, color-coded. So I found some Chicos. This is usually my bread and butter, but I usually pay $4.99, not $8, because I do only get like $25 for them. So this is a pass, but if it was cheaper, I would be getting it. It's nice because they don't have the music on. I just came to this Goodwill before they opened, and so I was one of the first ones in, so they don't have the music on. Oh, here's another Chico's. Okay, so this one's $5.99, but it's a plain tee, but it has some stains on it, so that's a pass. Let's go look at the dresses. Here at the bra section, got some Savage Fenty and some Natori, I think this looks like. Natori, and this is definitely Wacoal. The bras are twice the amount I usually spend, so I probably won't be getting any bras here unless they're for myself. $5.99. That is, oh, Savage X. Oh, they do have a lot of bras though. All right, well, I found 2 little dessert salad bowls from Pier 1 that are $3.99. They're so cute in the shape of tulip. And I did find myself 2 bras, one Delmira and one Torrid Curve. And that is it for today, guys. I am glad I stopped. Every time when we're traveling, we are happy to always stop at all the different thrift stores just to see how ours compares. All right, so you just watched the video of me sourcing in 4 different states, and it was 4 different Goodwills, obviously, and they were not very good. But I did manage to find 10 items I sourced. Actually, if you want to count hard goods for my personal use, 12 items. So I'm just going to show you what I bought. Nothing groundbreaking, but I still want to show you because lots of times it is fun just to thrift at different states if you don't do that. So I found this one black bra. My bras here local in North Carolina are always $2.49. They never vary. So $5.99 was a little sticker shock, but I didn't want to leave empty-handed, and it's just a torrid curve bra, and so I did buy that for $6. Moving right along with black bras, I found this Delmira bra. Again, it was $5.99. All the bras were $5.99, and when you're only getting $20, yeah, Delmira, when you're only getting $20 per bra and paying $5.99 and $20, actually 20%. It's just not, you know, it's very minimal, so I would never usually spend that much. All right, next, I like these. I brought them. I have a cruise coming up. Again, I still have a cruise video that I'm making, but I think that I'm going to be putting that on my Keeping It Real. Yeah, I'm going to be putting that on my Keeping It Real 51. If you don't know, I do have another channel called Keeping It Real 51, all one word. And that channel is basically for beauty and fashion and trips. And yeah, so that's that. So this is a 2XL, but I do think it's Asian sizing, which is a lot smaller. I feel like it's a large to extra large, so I do hope it fits. I'm going on a cruise again, and they have like a sequin night where everybody like dresses crazy, and that's why I bought these. And I thought it would be good with even just like a graphic shirt, not like full blown with a, of course that might look good too, a sequin jacket and everything, but I just brought it to wear with like just a regular t-shirt. So how much did I pay for those? I think these were like $8. And I'm just noticing that there is no tag on them. So actually I don't even know how much I paid for them. Oh my goodness. All right, next is a pair of Miss Me. Miss Me is tried and true. The smaller the size, the better. This is a 25-inch waist. I see the green tag. Here we go. How much did I pay? I paid $6.98. And I usually list these, I think they retail for like $128. I usually list them for $50, and I usually get between $40 or $50 for them. And they're just the boot cut, $25. When picking up Miss Me jeans or True Religion or anything with a lot of bling, you want to look over that bling very well to make sure stones aren't missing, because then you're looking at $25, $30. They'll still sell. Oh, like this, for example. It's missing 1 stone. So I'll probably get 40 instead of 50. So I always put that and I zoom on in, make sure that there's not like massive pilling in between the legs. Open her up and make sure there's no stains in there, because sometimes that happens. Make sure the bottom hem isn't all raunchy and like it's been dragging on the floor for a year. But other than that stone that's missing, these are in impeccable condition. So someone didn't love them too hard. So I should still be able to get 40. My best find out of everything was this Max Mara genuine heavy chocolate brown suede in plus size 14, made in Hungary. And it is Max Mara. And I do believe that these retail for several hundreds of dollars. I paid $7.29, and they have a very tall, long inseam. So they're fabulous. They are so fabulous. I love them myself. Just the quality of this suede opposed to, you know, a lower quality suede is impeccable. So I'll probably list these actually for $100 and go from there. All right, next is a pair of American Eagle size 18, and this is just the American Eagle baggy plus size 18. Baggy jeans are still where it's at. Everybody is wearing, you know, kind of grunge, low-rise type of, these are mid-rise. So these are just very soft and worn in. And again, it was like I didn't want to leave empty-handed. Spent $8.29. Normally I spend $4.99 for my jeans here in North Carolina. Next was a style-based piece. Size 2X, Monroe and Maine. I believe that is Monroe and Maine. I think that is Nordstrom Rack, or like Marshall's. And again, it's velvet. It has that really nice sweetheart neck. It has the little ribbon right here and a little bit eye and hook. Oh, they used Tide or they used Gain. Wow, okay. The hook and eye, very, very cute. So I do believe this will sell pretty quick. Not for much. I think it will probably sell for $25, maybe $30. I will probably list it for $35, but in reality, I'll get $20 to $25. And let me just say on reality, when I say that, I would love it if we could just list for 20 or 25 and then like someone will come and buy it like in a store, you know. But haggling happens. It happens on every platform from my experience. I don't like to haggle. I never haggled, you know, 20 years ago, but you know, you gotta roll with the punches and times change. And so I do use Vendu, Posture VA, you know, I do have virtual assistant to send offers for me so I don't have to sit there and be a slave haggling. So what I offer on Poshmark is a percentage. After 5 minutes, my Posture VA sends them an offer. And if they counter 9 to 10 times, I'm not accepting it. I'm just not, because I don't want to haggle like that. And from my experience of doing that for the last couple years, I am still making daily sales. Could I make more if I would sit there and just like, you know, auction off and kind of haggle? Maybe, but I would rather be using that extra time sourcing, listing, washing, taking photographs, steaming, you know, those type of things, instead of just being one with the phone. So, okay, so then the next was this Chaps Ralph Lauren. I like this myself. It is a men's, and I love a men's sweater because men's sweaters are a little past the hip. They're like really long. So beautiful, and it does have the crest, and it's that butter yellow color. I think these retail, I'm not sure, I'm gonna have to put it right here. I wanna say like $98, I could be wrong. But it's a beautiful, oh, just beautiful. Actually with those baggy, grungy jeans, so it's kind of prep on top, and I don't give a hoot on the bottom. I like this myself a lot, but most of the times it's not sweater weather here in North Carolina, except for this I bought for myself. Now this, easy breezy. This is more, you know, very boho vibes, bell sleeves, and you just put like a little shell or tank underneath it. How much did I pay for you? I paid $6.98, unfortunately, but I do really like it, and it is a brand I never heard of called Retro Threads. Extra large retro threads. And again, I just bought it for myself. I wouldn't be buying this to sell. All right, next also was a new to me boutique brand. And when I went to the website, I was pretty impressed. And it's called The Fly. It is called The Fly Boutique. Yeah, The Fly Boutique XL. This is probably one of the heaviest sweatshirts I've ever felt. It kind of feels like if you ever had one of the Pumi off of Amazon, their sweatshirts, how they're really heavily lined and they have like pockets. That's what this reminds me of, but it is cropped. And it's not just, it has a big thick band right there. Half zip. How much did I pay for you? $4.98. Okay, that's better, because here at my Goodwills in North Carolina, this would have also been $4.98. It's very heavy. I really like it a lot, and in fact, when I bought it, I was thinking I was going to wear it, but when I looked in my closet earlier, I actually have one similar, so I will probably let this one go. I went to the website. They retail for $60. So there's that. All right, and then the last couple things that I found were, okay, oh my goodness, heavy. This is so heavy. Okay, I had no idea what this was until I ran it through Google Imaging, and I did pay $5 for it. It's insanely heavy. It's just beautiful. It kind of reminds me of Milk White. Back in the day, I still have my mom's Milk White collection, and it reminds me of that hobnail Milk White. And you open it up, it has, and you could smell the candle that was homed in it. So when I looked it up, I found out that it retails, ooh, oh my goodness, I'll put it right here. And it was a candle that had 80 hours of life. So someone burned the candle and realized you can't just chuck this in the garbage. Number one, your bag will bust through, but it's so heavy without the candle. I can't imagine how heavy it was with that 80-hour candle. It's just beautiful. I have no idea what I'm going to use it for. I kind of feel like in the corner of a bathroom with washcloths or, you know, something like that. Even like cotton balls or Q-tips, like a whole bag of Q-tips. But it's just too pretty, so pretty. I'm so glad that they didn't chuck it and they decided to donate it to recycle. And then lastly were these beautiful, is that a lotus or tulip? I'm not sure. But they are by Pier 1, and I rarely find Pier 1. And they were marked $3.99 each, which was fine for Pier 1. If it wasn't Pier 1, I would be kind of like, oh, I don't know. And when I went to the register, she said, oh, you got the orange tag for hard goods. It's 50% off today. So I got them both. I got them for $2 each. Is Pier 1 still around? I don't even know if Pier 1 is still around anymore. I think that closed up. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just online. But they're just beautiful. I thought, I mean, I want to have a salad in there, but a scoop of ice cream, soup. They're just beautiful. Are they microwavable? Yes, dishwasher safe and microwave safe. Gorgeous. And that is it, guys, from all the Goodwills that I went in, those were the only things that I found. Okay, I do have a quick little story time. It has nothing to do with my vacation or my trip, but I sold, before I left, a Lafayette. In fact, I have it on here. I have the video on here, thank goodness, because I was able to actually see. It was a dress that I sold for $175, Lafayette 148. It had a new with tags, price tag of $598. I've been sitting on it for a long time. Someone came and bought it. I was so excited that I didn't have any like intuition or like red flags or that she was going to be a problem or anything like that. So in a video that I have currently up, I took it out of the package. I'm showing it on all sides. It did not have any stains on it, but she opened up a not as described case on eBay and of course won because it was covered with stains, And I don't know if she just already had that dress and it was like ruined and she wanted to get another one for free, or I hate thinking like not everybody is vindictive, right? I mean, I still under the mind frame that there is a lot of evilness and there's a lot of, you know, pills and tools in the world, but at the end of the day, I still feel like there's more good than bad in the world. And I don't want to believe that. So I'm choosing to believe that in the shipment, it was wrapped in a bag, actually 2 bags. Maybe in the shipment, the mailman was drinking or eating or something happened in the transit and then it got ruined with a bunch of stains. That's where I'm kind of like, okay, that's what happened. But needless to say, you can't fight with someone who is clearly showing eBay pictures of a dress that is stained. Now, I had the video that I did here on YouTube, but there's nowhere to send a whole video to prove otherwise. So I just, at the end of the day, well, you know, live and learn. And I just gave her a full refund and I didn't hear anything back from her. Knock on wood, I haven't seen any negative feedback or anything because I mean, she did get a full refund. I apologized. I didn't accuse her of anything because it could be not her fault. So that is my story time. It happens, guys, to us all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was a little bit interesting, a little bit different going into the Goodwills and filming. It's very hard because the music is always usually blaring. You have people talking, kids walking by, and I want to respect their privacy. So it is really hard to film unless it's like a short and I'm like right in front of it. I love doing shorts more than long form videos for YouTube, but I know some of you guys just prefer long form videos. I know I do. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope everybody's having a good one and take care. Bye-bye.